Across the way.
Pro, and you can probably hear me now. Check. That looks like it's reacting. Sorry, I've redone my stream and everything's different, and I still haven't gone through and tuned everything up to where it needs to be. A lot of things have changed, and it's just been a busy couple weeks. I have my stream desk really tuned up. The camera's in a different location. It's on my left now instead of the right. All the cabling is cleaned up. I still have some things that weren't there the other day because I realized I'm missing a micro SD card. So I had it all clean, and then I started tearing things apart to look for where it went. And but yeah, all the cabling's still nice. Monitors here. Got the lighting. I actually got the Drake poster in the other day. That's the Drake Cutlass black, blue, and red poster. Got it all professionally framed. I still have to redo the lighting. So lots is going on. plus work, plus. I had 2 days off just the other day, and one went to training for my restricted course, and today was a day off, which I mostly was productive. So productive, I went grocery shopping twice. So yeah, and I'm probably not going to switch scenes too much tonight, because I'm pretty sure if I go to any of my other scenes, they're going to be broken and a disaster. Hey, John Sally, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate your viewership. If you have any questions, just ask. Sorry, it's going to not be a fantastic stream, but at least you guys will know why I really haven't been on for the last couple of weeks. And I'm tomorrow I got 5 days straight, 12-hour shifts, so I'm going to be busy again right after this stream. What are we gonna wear? Hunter green? Can't even see it. Where we're at. Gonna have to go into another room. Let's go into another room that's lit. Or turn the light on here. The light even working here? There we go. I mean, it's smart that like the light's off, because you'd be waking up. Oh, there's no light where I'm standing. How about if I stand here? I stand there and I get a door. So yeah, let's get all dressed in green. Let me know if there's audio problems, anything. And I got a haircut today. That was one of the first things I did today. I slept in, which was the very most important first thing I did today. And then already had a haircut scheduled for 11 and got my day fired up. Sleeping in without having obligations, I feel like, is one of the most special things that you can have. I'm really, really bad about being a night owl sometimes, and I really want to switch it around. I don't know why. I think from everything I understand, it's healthier. But I really want to be a morning person, like one of these crazy people that are up at 3 a.m. and they're like crazy productive, and you're still in bed. And when next time you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I've done this, this, and this. And you're like, what the heck? I want to be that. It's so hard to switch. Like, I feel like I'm so productive at night before I go to bed. Just the negative side about that is I often make it stretch, and then I'm exhausted the next day for actual work things. No audio problems yet. Just at the beginning I had that audio problem. So when I read the desk, everything came out of the room. And the old desk I have, if you guys have been watching my stream enough, is like one I found at a consignment store. Was like $600, and it had a granite top on it, and it was a Walt Disney replica. And I figured $600 for a granite desk, what a steal, right? And they delivered it for like $100, which was a deal, because the top, I have a feeling the top weighs about 400 pounds at a minimum. And I had to take that thing off myself, off the top, and it was so heavy when I was afraid that it was gonna bust the front off the joints and bust the front off the desk, and it didn't, thankfully. So it speaks to the craftsmanship of that. And then I had to slide it down off the face of it, and it carved just pressure an edge of probably about 2 millimeters wide across the front of it that you'll never see once it's back on top. But damn, that made me nervous, and my back was crazy sore the next day. Yeah, so that was quite the task. And then so I got this elevating desk, and basically, I mean, I really couldn't work on the other one anyways. It was definitely a streaming desk, but this makes way more sense. But other than streaming, there's nothing I can do on this desk. So I just need to sell the other one, because I don't think I'm gonna... Alternatively, I could set it up in the other room and have an actual functioning desk out there, but I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. Just a strange feeling. I think, like, I want to sell it. I don't like hanging on to stuff. So yeah, that's all set up. The monitors are back in place. All the audio, in terms of what I hear, is working. I got all my... I'm just giving you guys more updates. I got all the guide caps and skins. I don't have all those ships to show them off on. What else is going on? Let's get more guns on this guy. Got a statistics update the other day on performance over at the Siege of Orison for my last showing. I'd like... Weirdly, it said I had like 1 death and I had like 470 some odd AI kills. But I was running around with a sniper rifle, so it makes sense. So that was a fun experience overall. I hope you guys enjoyed the Siege of Orison. It's funny because I think with Siege, for me, it's more exciting. It's not as dynamic as Jumptown, but it's more interesting because I mean, there's constant action. You can just sit there and snipe AI constantly. But I mean, after you do it a couple times, it starts to become pretty predictable where everything, like the spawn closets kind of seem like a silly thing to me, to be honest. Because everything just becomes crazy predictable. Hence why I feel like my 3rd or 4th time in there, I felt like I was just easy money, banging shots off. You know you need to get a haircut when it goes in your eyes? Yeah. That would be a perfect indicator. So what are we going to get up to today? I did an account reset trying to recover my mining heads off my mole. Initially I did a reset to try to recover the consumables for the mining heads. But the second reset deleted the mining heads themselves, and I think also the consumables for mining, the ones that you actually put on the rock, those ones are gone too. So it seems to be like everything to do with mining is not being saved during a reset. So highly caution anyone right now on doing any reset if they're a miner. Not underage, just a miner of minerals. And I got my head tracking on for while I'm running around, so it feels a little weird. Thought I'd give it a shot. Let's go P6 LR. If you guys aren't aware, the whole buying and of inventory stuff is just crazy easy now. And here's another cool one. If you hit like this should be going into my backpack by default. See how it maxed out at 38? If I just go minus -1, now I can fill it with 37 rounds like that.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
I think I'm going to be happy with that too. Thanks, buddy. Let's go pick a ship. feel like they need a, if I'm gonna use tracking like this and I'm hitting forward, like I need an alternate button that centers legs to head. An alternate forward button. I think, let's see what's going on for missions. Oh, that's not that. Let's go this. I do need to pick up some cargo. Mark L1, but there's a bounty hunting mission. And there's no other events happening. Another interesting thing with having your eye tracking on, if you're entering the room in and out with the eye tracking, it's constantly looking for you. And if you don't want to go AFK in the game and you're in and out, it keeps your head moving. You'll never AFK. Hey Ferk, how's it going, buddy?
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of Arcole, Trams City Approach is business travel made simple.
How's our music? I turned something on. This person is a hodgepodge. Oh wow, they're dressed like old criminals. The teal with the red suit. Oh my gosh. That's a throwback. Let's see what else this guy has. Oh, how long is this? 8 minutes. Let's go with this one. It's an hour. I'll download this one. Oh my god, look at this guy. It's like he stepped away and his inventory never got reset. You remember me? How's it going, buddy? Hey, what's up? Advice need from you. Really need 30 or no joke. I can't say, but hurting really bad. What do I do? My city doesn't have them. You know what I'm talking about. I hope. Are we talking? I'm guessing we're talking about real life. Your city doesn't have something. No joke, and it's hurting. Really bad. Jeez. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of what that would be.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hurting really bad. Should we take the car to all out?
Has been sent.
I think we should take the car to all out.
Vehicle selected.
We should see. Wow, we should see what it's equipped with before I just take it
Your
out.
vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners. Inquire today
Yeah, do you remember me? You're gonna have to. I can't think of what you would be talking
Please
about,
visit us
and
again.
I can't think. I can't
Goodbye.
imagine if it's in game or out of game.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Yeah,
System.
close friends passed away tonight, and you don't know what to do. I'm sorry for your loss.
For the latest travel information, be sure to check the departure and arrival boards conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
Yes, sir. It's very cool, Mr.
I'm thinking about you right now. I'm just trying to think of what to say. If you want words of wisdom, I can give them to you.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Riker Memorial Spaceport.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
30
following
Ks.
location.
Metropolitan.
Have been plaguing the live service ever since the PT opened. Oh.
Wherever your final destination may be.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Our enemies must learn this. With a ship like this, I can trust them.
For the latest travel information,
Welcome
be
to
sure
the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
I
He is the creature known as...
want to help you. Do you remember me? But I'm not sure exactly
Please visit us again.
what
Bye.
you want me. What you're looking for. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But if you tell me, I'll just talk to you.
Capital of commerce. Whatever your
But whatever it is, I have no problems.
prosperous stay.
Do I commit myself as it
He decides to let out a
slowly hitting you?
among the billions of Earth
Commit yourself.
traitor to mankind and is working with the superior.
For the latest travel information, be sure to check the departure and arrival
Are you talking about depression?
throughout the spaceport.
Or, like, just tell me what you're talking about. You can be totally clear here. I can help you with all of that. I promise that.
Someone's trying to destroy the research.
Okay. That's the funny thing.
Obey all security
I was talking
personnel.
to myself about depression in my brain the other day. And not that I'm depressed, but when I was younger, I would say I probably would have been clinically depressed. The best thing I ever learned when I was younger is when things feel terrible and hopeless in that moment and you can't find a way to relieve it, you need to talk to another friend that's very close to you, that is a good listener, and you need to go hang out with them. If that is not something that you want to do, then you need to go to sleep. And you need to rest your brain. And you need to forget about any negative thoughts that you're having for that evening and deal with it in the morning. That is my number one starter advice to dealing with depression or sadness. One thing I would say is if you feel it's depression, you can't get out of bed next day, you can't function, you need to go see a doctor. If it's sadness, you need to recognize it and say and validate it. You need to say that it's valid that you feel that way. You have a right to feel that way.
To learn how you can invest in
If you can, you need to pull yourself up, get out of bed, go for a walk, because that person that you are sad about that is gone, they would not want you feeling that way. They would not want you feeling that way. And if they could shake you and wake you up out of how you're feeling, they would do that.
It takes all of us working together to keep our
So
safe and secure.
turn that love that you had for them
Threats every time.
and flip it around for yourself because most people won't do that. They'll treat their pet better than themselves. Sometimes you need to do that. Why do you barely hear me? My audio is cranked. Let me turn down.
Your
I hope you're hearing all that.
personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
Well, I can't fix. The best thing you can do then if you can't sleep is find the loved ones. Is that audio better now? But I need you to do these things.
Welcome to Riker Memorial
You need to rest your brain.
Service
You need to give it a break.
18 metropolitan area.
You can't let
We hope you have
you can't let the thoughts swallow you up. The person that you've lost would not want you to feel this way. And you need to remember that. And you need to honor how they would want you to react. And I think that's part of the grieving process. We're all going to grieve differently,
at all times.
but you need to acknowledge it, understand how they would want you to grieve for them, respect that, recover from it, and number one thing is get your sleep habit, get 4 friends past. Yeah. Just gotta think about respect everything, honor them,
Be sure to check the
don't get caught up in the grief. And then the other side of it is if you need to spend some energy, you need to coordinate with the family when they're ready, and you need to figure out a way to celebrate their life and not grieve for what you've lost so much. And that will be more healing than sitting there in grief.
It takes all of us working together to keep
And then you need to keep your sleep schedule going. You need to create some positive habits.
time.
Get up tomorrow. First thing, make your bed. First thing, go eat a big breakfast. Eat. Get your brain functioning. Hydrate. Get your water. Get your day going. Acknowledge any sadness you have. Push through it. Because that's what they would want you to do.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Space
And again, I'm sorry for your loss.
Greater Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Yeah, you have to do it. That's what they would want you to do.
Only authorized personnel are permitted access to level 3 secure zones. Please
Life is tough. I've never lost 4 people at one time. I've recently lost my grandparents, and I
Want your
Welcome
company be
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
unique vertically
I think about them. I think about how they were and not how they were at end of life.
preparing for our rental partners.
And
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
I'm grateful for the life that they had together. I think they were together since they were like teenagers. And that's what I feel honors their memory. I don't feel like they were honored in death with how my uncles and aunts
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your
did their services, but I choose not to think about that and just honor their memory up here. And anytime someone wants to talk about them, I do. Actually, I talked about them today with an old customer that desperately needed some help from me. And I think that is the most important thing in situations like this. A couple of years ago, I lost an uncle, and that is it was surprising because he was so young. It was cancer, and it was 3 weeks, and he was gone from the first time he collapsed. And we had no idea he had cancer. He had no idea he had cancer. So I feel fortunate because I was given the opportunity and I took it without hesitation to go visit him before he died. And I wish my aunts and other uncles would be listening right now, but I feel like I felt like I was the highlight of the last 3 weeks of his life. And I'm not saying that with any kind of arrogance. I just feel like when I went there, anytime they entered the room, they just sucked the life out of the room. Like the doom and gloom, like death is imminent, and it was the biggest downer ever. As soon as they were gone, I was cracking jokes, I was making him laugh, and I was doing silly things with him the whole time I was there, and he was laughing to at one point he actually had to tell me to stop because he was busting a gut so much. But I feel like I gave him something special before the end, and those memories there are how I'm gonna remember him and honor him. And man, I can't even call for traffic. So yeah, I mean, I hope you find moments like that with those friends where you can honor them. And I think that's, if you can do that, that'll be one of the most special things you'll remember about this. And honestly, celebration of life, that's one of the best things you can do instead of getting caught up in the doom and gloom of it. And even if they don't hold a ceremony like that, that's like celebration of life kind of thing. You can still honor things the way you need to. Just remember that, no matter how they choose. Why don't I have roll? Also, you guys are gonna laugh tonight on a different, less serious note. That my controls are different. Oh no, did my controls all reset? Why did it? Oh, it's asking me if I want to fire. Oh man. Oh, this stream just went down because I am gonna have the keyboard and mouse. Wow. Well,
Thank you, and please visit.
if you feel that bad about it, do you remember me? Then yes. Go see someone. You're welcome to hang out here and chat, though. I mean, whatever you need, man. Sorry, I keep looking to where I had the camera previously. But whatever you need, man. Like, you want to sit here and talk. That can just be some therapy too. I mean,
Landing gear.
all my controls are not lined up. Every single control got flipped. Except for my left one. I had this all set up the other night. And now today it's all gone. A city drive away. I can talk all night. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever you need, dude. Just talk. Talk it out. If you need more advice, I'll give it. I'm gonna go. What's the old? I'm gonna have to set things up. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to have my key bindings all broken. They were working like literally yesterday. All the inputs are diff. I guess I could probably just switch in here. Maybe. Eject. Oh, wasn't that input 5? So this panel's fine. Input 2 is fine. Right? Yep. So it's this panel and this joystick are in question. Oh, you're in Philly. You could probably Google a hotline if you want to talk to someone without lag. But like I said, man, I've dealt with depression when I was younger. Not to do with what you're going through, but you just want to talk, just talk. It's all good. We're all here for you. Oh, now I gotta look up the commands for how to switch. Okay, wait, this was... So this oh man, I think I'm just gonna redo my panels. This one's messed up, this one's wrong. Options. No phone call talking. If you were close by, I'd say come by, but I'm up in Canada. Foundering Walrus, welcome to the stream. An FPS nerd, welcome back, man. Also, another thing to do if you need to be distracted is just play some calming music. Calming music, or if you need to get lost, do some shorts on YouTube. I don't know, man. Honestly, would just tell you to go to bed. Your brain's gonna need a break from the trauma. Joysticks. "11 years till it jumped on your back." And the number one book for me that snapped me out of my depression when I was younger was this book that's incredibly long and has a lot of history in it, and it's called The 48 Laws of Power. It's by Robert Greene, and there's an abridged version of it because it's really long. I highly recommend just listening to the audiobook. I think it's actually read by the author. I could be wrong on that. But that's one book that helped. I just need to switch. I gotta Google how to switch up. You don't have all the answers, but it's great to talk to someone. I know. And I don't have them either, but I like to think I have a level head. And I don't know why, but people seem to come to me for advice. And most of the time it's good. I think one of my favorite instances where someone came to me for advice was a friend of mine. Some of you might have heard this story. And this is when I lived back in British Columbia. And I think he was about 26 at the time. And he was already married to his wife on paper, but they hadn't done the ceremony. And so years later, at this moment, they decided to do the ceremony. And he got in a fight with his in-laws, and they said they weren't coming to the wedding. And he called me up and he's like, dude, I'm sending you this email and I want you to read it. And it was angry, and it was, let's just say it was just angry. And it didn't solve anything. And I just looked, I just said to him, like, dude, what's your goal here? Do you want them to come to the wedding? Or do you want to make it worse? And he's just like, well, I want them there because my wife wants them there. I want them there. And I'm just like, well, then you need to want them there and they need to hear it. And so you need to keep this simple. They might have sent you an email saying they're not coming, they're unhappy, whatever. You just need to reply, you know, Sarah and I want you there. Please come. That's it. That's all he said. It's literally all he sent. Just that. They replied, we'll be there. Just done. So, yeah, that was one of my favorites. Mission accomplished in a sentence. We want you there. Please come. That's all they wanted to know. They were wanted. Mining mode toggle. Quantum system. So this is input 2. So mining mode toggle should all be there, right? Missile operator mode. So this was input 4. And now it's 6. So 4 and 6 got swapped? Okay, so what's our... Does anyone know offhand what the command is to swap? It's like joystick swap in the interface here. Let's Google it. I know this is gonna open up a whole bunch of windows. Swap joystick, Star Citizen. And the command is... I'm seeing it. PP rebind. Pretty sure this is it. Resort devices, and then go after that. Ferk, is it joystick the number space the number? I'm still looking. That's export. Rebind keys. I think I found it. Swap key bindings between joysticks 1 and 2. So it's PP resort devices as one word. Joystick 1 space 2 if that's the ones you're going to swap. So let's try that. I wonder if I can just copy paste the PP resort. Can I paste it in? I can. And I'm betting it's 4 and 6. Actions moved. Says JS3 to JS5. And then if we go missile operator mode here, it still says button 6. Is that what we want? But it's not conflicting with anything. And we got our pitch and yaw back. And things are good there. We got our cruise control back. Let's see if our pitch yaw lock is back. I think we got our boys and girls. Well, do you remember me? I would highly recommend you can join my Discord. And even though it says I'm busy, I may not get your notifications, but if you see me on Discord or message me on Discord, I am likely to reply. And I can chat. I get depression. I get sadness. I think the biggest thing that ever infuriated me when I was in that state of sadness when I was younger was the fact of the magnitude and lack of understanding from my step parent, because he had never experienced it. He'd never experienced depression, and at least maybe onto the magnitude that I felt that I was feeling it. And to some degree, I believe the rest of my family hadn't experienced that either. And it's funny now because, you know, I'm way grown out of that. I feel like I most of the time I get enough sleep. I feel like my diet is really high in protein, and it's first thing in the morning, and I'm hydrated, so I think that's a big calmer to your brain and stress levels. But now that like my mom is, you know, is older, more pain, which causes depression, they understand what's going on with it. It's a hard thing to go through unless you experience it. The rut that you can get into. The key is to, while you have some energy, pull yourself out of the rut. Keep moving. But yeah, just stay in touch. You can get on Discord and talk anytime. There's a few people that are still on my Discord, but we've lost touch with. That always concerns me. It's always nice to have people just pop in and say hello, no matter how you're feeling. So I am 100% sincere about that. Tomorrow I'll make a drive to Philly and stay to be safe. Good. Gemini, we can get out of hand. I'm not sure what Gemini means. Discord, you can. I'm always on Discord. I don't have face. Like I probably have Facebook, but I don't use Facebook. Floundering Walrus, if you're still there, let me know. As far as it comes to PCs, I can build my own. My last build here for my gaming computer was so expensive, I chose to have them build it. That way, if anything was defective, I could just, or they could just swap it out, and it was good. You got banned. Thank you for the raid there. Just Gingi? Is it Gingi Eye? Just Gingi Eye. Thank you for that raid, and you're playing Fortnite. And yes, that is a minute long raid video. I gotta shorten up still.
Get out of here. We'll hold them off. You're going to have to relocate the covert. This is the way. This is the way.
Ingy like Ginger. Do you play Star Citizen? Thank you for the raid. I haven't played Fortnite, but I've seen lots of funny videos. It's kind of like when I watch Rust videos. I don't want to play it, but I'll watch the highlights of things that happen. Just reinstalled this the other day, and I've been playing since 2018. Oh, question mark? You're gonna get back to me and tell me you've been playing since 2018? Kidding. Yes, don't disappear on me there. Do you remember me? If anyone gets sick of the head movement stuff, let me know. I can calm it down. You can't remember you smoke a lot of weed? You know, there's a couple people out there that do that. They smoke a lot of weed and then they can't remember anything. But they're very nice people, for the most part. You will not be back. Why? Why will you not be back? I mean, I can't tell you what to do. We were just looking at the Cartu wall the other day. It's a pretty cool ship. Its bigger brother's coming soon. The Santaki Eye. And I have reason to believe it is going to basically have twice the output and damage as this guy. For maybe a 20% increase in area. This ship is already a big ship. Yeah, it flies amazing. I'm hoping the Santaki Eye flies similar, but this ship has 2 size 4 weapon slots. It's touted as having 2 size 3s on the website. And the Santaki Eye is touted the same, so I have a feeling it's going to be 4 size 4s on the Santaki Eye. And I think it's going to be a lot of shenanigans in that ship. The trade-off is it's going to have that, just like this ship, it has the large
Quantum travel complete.
large body. Why? It's not obstructed. Oh, okay. It is obstructed. Here's a problem. I don't know. I have redone my controls, so I don't know where my flares are.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged.
So yeah, I don't think the Santaki Eye is coming out this year. I would bet probably middle of next year at the soonest. Actually, probably next Alien Week would be a really great time to release it. Do you know who Level Cap is as a streamer? I don't. I'm honestly super bad for watching anything on Twitch right now. It's something I've actually acknowledged to myself. I used to try to keep up with other streamers, but I am too busy working with other things right now. And I just started another website project today, still to do with Star Citizen, that I'm not really going to talk about, but I got a really cool domain name though. Yeah. There is a flux of these YouTubers and other streamers who only recently started playing Star Citizen. Oh yeah. I don't doubt that. I mean, I'm sure I am off the radar now completely. One, I'm not doing any giveaways because we're not generating any money over here. So anytime you see me guys streaming over here, it is because we're just gonna have fun. And we're doing something interesting. Chi, how you doing, buddy? I know. Honestly, I think the only reason I'm streaming tonight is because someone's like, Are you alive? Are you still streaming? And I was just like, do you know what? I mostly have my stream set back up, so I should. There's just been a lot of changes, like with the desk and disconnecting everything and putting it back together. Oh, he's on West Coast too? I would probably be willing to play with someone in the next couple weeks, but because I got these new controls, I honestly won't feel comfortable in having playing with anyone or having them in a ship at basically me risking their life. I'm still trying to get used to this new setup that I've put in. Like basically I got the one thing I didn't update you guys on is I did get rudder pedals from Virpil, and I did get the Z-axis or joystick, or not the Z-axis, the axis that turns it on its side and makes it more like a throttle. And so I changed the angle of how I'm using all my buttons to match the orientation. So I got old muscle memory I'm still trying to get rid of here. Charlie Goldberg, Level Cap. Oh, the SPK video. Yeah, I watched it. I'm fine with it. I think what you'll see as a side effect to the SPK, I don't think I modified this car too well. I think this is a default.
Here's something with your name on it.
Sorry, again, I don't know where my shafts are. Do I know them? Hold on, sorry. I want to answer. I just really put myself into combat here hard.
Attack on shields.
I think I'm making this harder than it needs to be.
Here's something with your name on it.
Empty.
And that's why you don't fly a Carter wall. Right there. One hit with a missile. And they just stripped all my engines off. Brutal.
Engines power low.
Do I have any thrust? Can I decouple? I think it's totally gone. There's no thrusts. We're toast, boys. Let's try something. Let's see if I can save the armor. That way I don't have to do a reset. No, all the engines were gone. One missile. Yeah, I'd buy it in game. But that's a problem with that ship. I mean, I probably got hit with a size 1 or a size 2 missile and it ripped off all the engines in one shot. It's like, really? Cross your fingers and we can at least save the armor. I don't mind the walk back at Area 18. But yeah, if I just fiddled around with where I actually had my chaff and flares, I could have avoided that. So, my fault. So to do with SPK, I think you're gonna see a change in behavior again. So basically, from what I remember in the video, were they taking away the ability to hack away your crime stat in the bunkers? I feel like I need to go rewatch it, but okay. So only SPK. So how I would look at this is it may not be a permanent thing. It might be like everything is a test. I mean, the game isn't launched, so all this is a test. So I think it's a valid one. Will we see different gameplay there? Absolutely. You're gonna see bounty hunters camping there. People are going to be server hopping like nuts to try to clear their crime stats. People are going to be less likely to commit crimes. I mean, they're going to hop to a server and they're still going to be facing high server pops. So like, they're gonna get hunted no matter where they go. So we were able to keep our gear, so that's cool. And now we just gotta claim our ship. So do that again, guys. If you ever in a car to wall and you just got all your engines blown off, just Alt F4, I guess. That's the ultimate game saver right now. A bit of a cheat, but I mean, for the time lost, it's crazy. So I'm totally fine with that. I wouldn't mind it if there was like more SPKs, but I think ultimately the goal would be when there's multiple systems, there'll probably be an SPK in every single system, right? So I would look to the long-term goal of what's probably gonna happen. So, but yeah, like, I mean, we can all think about what the gameplay is gonna be like. It's gonna be mayhem. It's gonna be like Jump Town. You're gonna see the criminals have to band together to overtake one if they want to clear their crime stat, right? And I think you're gonna see criminals either commit crimes more carefully, or commit to a whole sequence of crime. So there might be a change goal of where you plan to go do these missions that are criminal, and then at the end of it travel to SPK and clear your crime stat together as a group. And I could see that being a major way it changes. This guy keeps following me. So I'm okay with those changes. For the longest time, I thought that the comm array should be the place that you hack away your crime stat. Should be anything that allows you to hack in, really. But SPK, yeah, makes the most sense. I don't know. How do you feel about it? Because I'm fine with it.
Connection transfers all major commercial areas of Arkham. City Point. Business travel now made safe. Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
Did I grab the right helmet? I don't think I did.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
I also think that they should have a reverse prison in Pyro. So if you aren't running there with a crime stat, and I think the pirates should be policing it. And if you don't have a crime stat or aren't willing to pay some sort of tribute to them, whether you're a criminal or not, I think that they should be like looking for a bigger tribute from a player that doesn't have some sort of criminality to them, or at least criminal kind of swaying on the Delphi. And if you're not willing to pay, like you would run away from a cop and you run away from a pirate and they catch you, or you surrender, they grab your cargo and like basically skim off of it. Yeah. So I sort of hope every system has at least one prison. One prison and one way at least to clear. And that way people aren't getting funneled to a certain source, and then you just have bounty hunters going, oh, well, he's in that system, so I'll just go wait for him there. Instead, they're trying to understand where they might go.
For the latest
Yeah, but they need a reverse prison in Pyro see and shoot.
To the ASOP vehicle
If your
retrieval
vehicle gets
system.
pirated and you aren't willing to pay the fine, they just take your whole vehicle and throw you in a prison till you get out. Follow me? I can't believe I blew up the car too all. I'm thinking it wasn't customized. I got so distracted
Your insurance claim has been
with our
submitted
conversation at the
today.
beginning.
Goodbye.
please be aware.
Let's take out something that's already here. The Hornet's already customized. Except I'm gonna take off the blue paint job. I haven't seen the silver paint job on the Hornet in a long time. The Invictus blue paint job's really cool, but we'll try silver. You don't follow?
Want your company to be an
You didn't know I was gonna stream? I didn't know I was gonna stream either.
vertically integrated corporate
Surprise!
Welcome to the ASOP
Surprise.
vehicle retrieval system.
rental partners.
Large fries.
To learn how you can invest in making our home your new home.
But yeah, shoot, when I went to Costco, got some things in the cooker, and then I'm just like, talked to someone, and they thought like, maybe I wasn't streaming anymore, and I'm like, well, I better go prove that I am.
Stand by.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, shoot. I mean, you get pirated, and you get
Your
caught.
vehicle has been delivered.
Maybe the AI disables your ship down the road and stalls it, and so that you've like surrendered like you would have to police, and yeah, so they seize your vehicle, and then you end up in work mines, and you gotta like work off before you get your ship back, and then they skim some cargo off the top too.
We hope you have safe
That's what I want to see for gameplay. AIs being jerks. Oh, whoa. Elevator wasn't matched up, and there was an invisible door. You're gonna go? I will stand tall and make sure I speak to you again. Yeah, and stop in Discord too. Say hello. And only commit yourself if you feel you, honestly, don't commit yourself. You're stronger than that. Plus, there's a history. It goes like in a history somewhere that you've had to do that. So I highly recommend not doing that and just looking to your friends for support, or come talk to me. I'll be working tomorrow, but I'll have my phone on me and Discord app is open, so you'll be able to talk to me. It may not be like instant because I might be working, but I'll reply. Honestly, I like the silver on the Hornet. Did write a post on the Spectrum forums as a reply, all about the Hornet, all the things that were broken with it, especially compared to the Super Hornet. Highly recommend checking it out. Thank you for doing that. Because honestly, I feel like this is such a wonderful ship. It just needs, I think what it's owed. I think it's owed a little love by CIG. I think pretty much all my points were valid. And that original skin is actually really nice. You haven't voted yet. Unbelievable. Yeah, I wasn't saying the Super Hornet is not super, but both of them need love. So I think in, what were they saying, 318? I could be wrong. 318 that they're going to be looking at control surfaces for some ships, and I have a feeling this vehicle has some, and so it might change a lot in Atmo. Hey, later, do you remember me? Just give me a shout anytime, bud. Don't think about it so much. It's my only other bit of advice. Do your best. Yeah, I would like to actually vote for the Super Hornet and Super Hornet skin. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but a regular Hornet, Super Hornet skin. I think if we go back to the Super Hornet conversation, if they did those things that I suggested, that would make the Super Hornet a lot more attractive. And my biggest one was, if there is a co-pilot and they are in the turret, then the turret gets its own capacitor. As soon as they get out of that turret, the shots that were in that turret disappear and are back to the pilot's capacitor pool. I think it could be a really awesome ship. I think it just needs more, like where the co-pilot's an actual asset in there. You got a player bounty, which I would be terrible at going after someone right now in it. We could go do a ground mission. See if this is in Lyrian. See if I can land it.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
And I really don't understand why, like, they haven't gone back to tune this ship. Like, they've done the Gladius. I feel like that is just to honor what's happening with the PvP community, because they don't use this ship. But the other side is they don't use this ship because it's so dead ass broken, and I don't think it's ever had a tune up.
Quantum drive is now off.
I think it's funny though, the Hornet Ghost, if you do all stealth components, it doesn't have enough power unless you go ballistic. Well, okay, so and the other side about stealth is if you are using energy weapons, your EM's higher anyways. So it doesn't make sense to go
Quantum drive is now
energy weapons on the Hornet Ghost. That's why you would do ballistics on, and the default build is ballistics on the Eclipse, and that's why you would do it on the Retaliator too.
Quantum drive is now off.
I finished The Expanse a couple weeks ago, and it just made me think, like, why do they even bother with shields? Why don't they just do ballistics, armor? They don't have to deal with any of that tech. They don't have to deal with the ridiculousness of a laser bolt, and just do ballistics or incendiary ballistics. Keep it so crazy simple. See if we get shot at. And I would be totally fine if CIG was like, do you know what? That makes a ton of freaking sense. Why are we dealing with shield tech? The only downside of it all is like shields are like a easy, lazy way of dealing with not having to repair constantly. Because if they don't go through your shield so much, you don't have to deal with repairs, right? And you have to forgive my, please forgive my movements. They are ones I'm still learning because new controls, old muscle memory. Going to defend a bunker. The Expanse is just humans. 3 factions. Earthers. I can't remember what they call the people from Mars, but people from Mars. And then the what do they call the someone's gonna say it. The ones living out in the rim, basically doing all the mining work and all the dirty work. Almost not pirates, but acting like pirates. Great frame rate. Not calm down, Ash. Not nomads. What were they called? It's like trivia night. But they were fairly nomadic. I do have a silencer on this. Oh, we can see security. Hello, security. I'm gonna remember it later after the stream. I'm gonna be like, ah, what's this? Hostiles remaining 10. Security is just like, la. Everything's fine. I kind of like expect this should just be already active. Maybe we'll just wait out here for a minute for some spawn closets to open. They weren't nomads. What were they called? I'll have to look it up. 3 factions in the Expanse. Anyways, that show I think had combat right. And the combat was vicious in terms of like it was brutal and final. Like a lot of these ships that are like the best ships and they go head to head and just annihilate each other. There's holes everywhere, like bullets going through the hull, taking people out. Belters was what I was looking for. Belters. Earthers, Martians, and Belters. Well, it looks like the AI is not going to spawn. I feel like this is the first time I've ever done a bunker on ArcCorp. I think it was. I agree with you, Ash. So do I win because it's not gonna spawn? You know what's gonna happen. Get all the way down here, all the spawn closets are gonna open. Well, think. We're just gonna go back up to our ship. So I work tomorrow. We're gonna at least stream for 1 more hour. I really need to do more space combat. Get this muscle memory exercised. What do you guys think of this music that I'm playing? I wish I had the money to invest in what this guy is doing. It's terribly interesting. He's basically creating a series of sounds, either through keyboard or computer or whatever, or sometimes electronically, and then he's putting it through a series of loops and chants that they might even get activated or not. So just imagine like 100 of these possible chances and different sounds for these to go and change over to another one for a set of 4. And it's just so he can basically set up a wall of all these chances of how something is gonna go play out and walk away, and let it run for 4 hours. It might take him weeks and weeks to set up, but terribly interesting idea. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, terribly interesting. I just can't imagine if I had the money and I was deep into that, a whole panel of that sitting on the back wall. Just dynamic sounds all night long. Urgent boarding action. We'll have a couple of cutlasses there. We can go do that. Where is it? Heading to the distress beacon.
Landing gear raised. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Astronomical observatories are having trouble all over the world.
And that's kind of how it is. That's kind of how it is, Ash. It's the same idea, four beats and then off to the next chance of it going to something else. I've watched a few of his videos where he talks about his setup, and that's one thing he hasn't talked about how long it takes him to set up a whole series of boards or sounds.
Quantum drive is now off.
But then he also is obviously, he knows how to play the keyboard, and he'll step in once in a while and throw some flavor in. I can probably find it if I look on this computer, because I did download some of his videos from YouTube. And generated. That is the key word in it. Now I need to look before it kills me here. The word is generative modular ambient. So generative modular. And where are my flares?
Got a surprise for ya!
There's one. Where are my other flares? I like how those aren't working. There's decoys. Oh, I have that set up on the wrong. Once I get good at this. Not gonna change my setup again, I swear. What did you guys think about, this is a big one, where they talked about making gimbals carry the same size as the gimbal weapon. So if you have a size 4 slot, you can put a size 4 gimbal in and put a size 4 weapon on at the cost of it moving slower. That was a big one. I hope you guys caught that. I'm surprised you guys aren't talking to me about that, since, you know, I'm like enjoying using gimbals. Where are you?
Son of a bitch.
See, that looked a lot better. I'm gonna get this muscle memory in.
Shit!
Okay, that felt good. I don't feel like I'm back to where I was, but felt a lot better. I think it's gonna be a big deal for the Hornet. I think it's gonna be a big deal for the Car2 wall. Actually, I shouldn't say that for the Car2 wall, because the Car2 wall doesn't really need it. And if you take a look at the gimbal movement on a Car2 wall, it's very, very low. Much like the Arrow and the Gladius, the gimbals are like, there's hardly any movement on them. I love this chair, but I wish I could pull the arms off of it. I feel like that's the next step for my stream is I need a pilot seat, an actual pilot seat. Oh? Why can't I move? Okay, there we go. I was like, why can't I move forward? Oh, do we pull this off? I think I have to leave the scope on. New objective. See if the AI comes running down the stairs. Yay. Okay, now we're not pressured. I still like your ring there now. You're talking about the gimbal ring? Oh, look at this guy. Just right in the door. Whoa. Okay. That is... Whoa. That is a problem with looking down the scope with Tobii Eye Tracker.
Give me some cover!
How many times did I hit that guy? Do I not have call to arms? Did he die? Is he bleeding out? I have so many questions. Like, geez, I wonder if there's a guy there. Okay. So, Tobii Eye Tracker down scope is not ideal. Key bindings or FOIP settings in ADS. Yes, disable that. Look at that. Why would I need to move my head when I'm looking down a scope, right? On Siege, one was inside a billboard and killing him. That's awesome. Awesome and terrible, right? Oh man. To me, that's just awesome. I love the hilarity of that. It's like I see like 20 people run up and he's just annihilating everyone. Dude, look at that. Look how awesome that is. Like, you can't do that without a Toby. Like, right? You can't do that without a Toby. You can't look down there and make it feel like you can only see the weapon through the billboard. It's probably some dev like, I'm gonna be a jerk and just hide it there manually. I'd be one of those devs. This is why CIG won't hire me. But I don't try to be a dick about things. I just like to do things that are trolly. Oh, come on. Add attention for me, everybody.
Something's over there.
I'm guessing it's clear down here. I'm having the same problem I had at Siege of Orison where my crouch was staying locked on unless I went and grabbed another weapon. Or if I switched weapons, it would make me slide off to the right. And then I would have to get up and switch back. And then I'd be fine. I was actually really surprised at how many kills I got. Like, I got almost 500 AI kills on that. I don't know if you guys got your email from CIG giving you a report of how you did at the last Siege or the Ninetales event. I think it was Jumptown and Siege. I'm glad they're doing that. I think it's terribly interactive of them. Like, awesome. I can pull up my email if you want to see what it looks like. Or can I? Do I want to? Order update. Where is it? It was RSI. Is it under updates? Inbox. It's called your Jumptown debrief or your Siege of Orison debrief. So I can safely show you this. So yeah, 478 eliminations of AI. Total deaths 2. Total eliminations by ground weapons, which is weird, 1. Total eliminations by ship weapon 2. So it's not... So this is tracking my deaths. And then this is all AI kill, right? Under an 11 by ground weapon, so that's got to be because you were probably mostly at Jumptown, right? Looks like we're gonna go. Oh, contract complete. Nice. The other AIs took the initiative and finished it for us. No, I think that's. No, it's how many, well, let's go open it again. It's total eliminations. So whether you're on the ground using a ground weapon or in a ship using a ship weapon, or total eliminations. So eliminations is over. Well, I mean, that doesn't make much sense, right? Because mine just says 478 eliminations. Feels very broad and not descriptive of exactly what it all entails. But it's cool. On the 18th, Ash. There should have been two, one for Siege and one for Johntown, but I think they're basically the same info. Oh, there's an old bug. An 18 deaths, and you know I was running around naked, right? That was a successful 50k. Do I feel like chasing down a player? This one. Let's check this one out and then... then we'll see where that player is. I think the worst thing about the Siege experience was the AI spawning behind you. Wait till there's enough server resources and they actually tactically move on you. Siege isn't up at the moment. Otherwise I would go do that. I like having a sniper rifle at Siege of Orison. And to me it's super fun. And I had so many up close calls. I think the funniest one I had was this AI. Basically, he was like crouched down and behind a bench. I didn't know he was there. Came around the corner. He saw me. I saw him. I think we reacted at exactly the same time. I shot him, but he had a shotgun and he blasted me, knocked me back. But I was with a team of people and they got me up. But he went around the corner and died before they got to him. It's kind of funny. They didn't send you one, Ash. What? Maybe it was for a particular Siege of Orison? Because I only got one report. Maybe they're just trying it out. It's also interesting that they're actually tracking those statistics. I mean, that could be used sort of to gauge your participation in an event and pay you out accordingly. Green Lancer miss.
Lock.
Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem.
Take that.
I still don't know where my decoys are. And I'm aiming like that's gonna hit him. I need to get away from here. I'm gonna smash into the ground with how I'm flying.
Lock. Target destroyed.
Son of a bitch. Shit. Oh, shit.
Weapon system.
Nice. Just flew into the bottom of the ship. Saw that coming.
Son of a bitch.
Target destroyed.
And Arden Pip just bugged out. And he's gone. He's gone. Okay. I need a wing and a nose.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
I don't recall which one of these has a pad. Well, Launchpad should have something, right? I think overall we had 2 successful sieges. I really should have streamed those, but we did not do those. The only problem with streaming Siege of Orison is once someone knows you're on their server, they can come stream snipe you very quickly. I think that was my major motivation for not streaming Siege.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah. Laggy, maybe for me. Mostly my experience was good though. Launchpad has a turret, so that's not gonna work. Well, what do we have in the sky? Let's go to the OM. Hey Gary, how you doing?
Is now on.
Welcome back.
Quantum drive is now off.
I think I installed voice attack on here. Did I? I did. It was funny because someone asked a while ago why I stopped using voice attack, and I forgot why I stopped using voice attack. I stopped using voice attack because it would randomly, at the worst times, turn stuff off and on, and it would just made it a nightmare sometimes. And then I didn't remember that until it did that, I think, at a Siege of Orison. So I think I have it in there. Let's see if it activates. Who are you? Who are you? Tell me a joke. I forgot all the commands. And I may have to voice train it. Okay, I'm just gonna shut it off. We need to repair. We need to set a course. Let's focus. We could go pick up a ship and go pick up a delivery. Because I do have something sitting at a certain station needing to be delivered. I think that was that death that was on there. I think that was my last Siege of Orison. It was late one night, and I met a couple people along the way because our group had got separated, or I was playing separately or something. And I got on there, I commandeered an A2, I picked them up, and I let the guy fly it because my controls weren't set up properly because I was mid-desk transfer. And he flew the A2 over and then didn't open up any of the doors, and there I was in a Spartan waiting for it to open up, and so I was in a panic to get out, and he just did such a terrible job. There was not enough time to get out. Okay. Guess we're going to Area 18 and then up. Might actually have to claim the ship. With that whole wing missing, gun might be totally missing.
Drive is now on.
Oh, dude, and the knifing animation's so awesome right now. If you got a knife on your leg and you're close up, it will basically, like, I'm not sure what it does outside as an animation, what people see, but I'm assuming the gun is being held in one hand, like say a left hand, and your guy grabs the knife and stabs him, and it's cool. And I think I did it in front of, I think it was Shoot possibly. I can't remember, Ash, if you were with us, but I did that to some AI right in front of them. And they're like, dude, there was a spurt of blood. Which is buffering? Oh man. You could always switch over to YouTube if you're getting buffering.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Fly to the US. That would be an interesting conversation to have with the border authorities. Why are you here? To beat Twitch up. Oh, okay.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I can check to see if if I'm losing any frames in OBS. I would say no frames. I have 0 drop frames, so it's a Twitch thing. Ooh, we got smoked. Damage. What was the thing they said in the Q&A today that a landing gear is going to be detached now from the wings or something? I remember the wording they used. They made it sound like it can get damaged and fall off now. I kind of feel like maybe we should open up Nuberfire's 5-minute video or 6-minute video. Is this weird for you guys to watch with me doing the head movement outside the ship? Or is it more movie-like? I can't wait till these muscle movements are just so back to being normal memory. $31,000 damage. Okay, let's see what I did for where my keybinds are for missile. So this I have set to my decoys and it needs to release them. Missiles. It's under and I set these and then I can't remember what I set them as. Our triangle countermeasures. Here we go. So first size tab. Deploy noise, yes. Okay, and then what did I do is I think we just used both. I mean, I could use this button down here. Nope. Oh, it didn't say I had anything on that one. Such a stretch for my pinky down there. Probably never use it. Let's just leave it on the same button. We fixed. Do we have our... It didn't repair us. Why not? We're on the pad. There we go. Now does it have a gun? The gun is there. Hooray. Wasn't so hard. What time do we got here? 11:39. I'm gonna give you guys 20 more minutes. And then we're going to call it. With my luck, there's a cop out there. Because I'm third person and he's telling me to stop and I can't hear him.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Let's see. Is that player still on the server? Nope. Or they got caught. Journeyman tracker. Let's go get it done. Over to Hurston. $31K is like repairing an 890 or fueling an 890.
Bottom drive is now up.
I feel like this is such a big year for Star Citizen. There's been so many updates, so many little changes. All those salty people are gonna have to start conceding that changes are happening. Eventually. There's just gonna be too many little tweaks and upgrades and I look shady. How about that yellow tint on that camera above me? It's a lot of yellow. I wonder if I can fix it real quick. Since we're just traveling here, and this just seems to be a stream of broken things. Where's the camera? There we go. And I got the wrong aspect on, no battery and SD showing. Open up our filters. Color grading. I wish I could pull out yellow. How do we pull yellow out when it's too yellow? I don't know how you do it. Saturation, maybe? Oh, it's such a weird color to try to fix. Time for Red October. Right? One ping. Hey, you guys can watch the watch me play the game on the on the monitor this way. It's so bad. All gain. Oh. Oh, that actually for a second looked good. I don't know. Still looks yellow and blown out. Let us see some hacks. Almost feel like the lens is dirty. I wonder if there's something I can change. That's a GoPro. Let's see if I can change something at some point later on with the coloring. Oh, and I gotta delete that giveaway because we're not doing giveaways. Sorry, boys, I can't afford to do giveaways. We're not generating money anymore. Where is that? That's under timers. Giveaway. Done. Channel. Chat. There we go. Moving the camera help. I think this camera's always been very yellow. I don't know why. Wonzai, how's it going? Doing all right. I have invested a lot in that room. Latest addition for anyone that hasn't been here for a month is pedals, the Z thing on the left controller, and I got that Drake Cutlass poster framed from CIG. Well, I bought it, but Cutlass black, red, and blue, and it looks like it needs to be lower on the wall. By about 6 inches. Where's my ping? Oh, I don't have my ping? What the heck? Wow. See, there's buttons missing. The Cutlass purple, I know. Well, it needs to be the limo. Of the Drake line, to be honest. Saw a great video today. I can't remember the streamer's name, but he had the Virpil controls and the stick, and he had a game glass thing in the middle for some reason. You don't need game glass when you have this many buttons, but he had it. It was cool. And then he went to show how he starts his Drake ship, and he has 2 wires, and he like taps them together like you're hot wiring a ship, hot wiring a car, and yeah, flight system's ready right away. It's very funny to watch.
off.
Shit.
Bogey.
This is so weird not having my ping.
Bogey.
2,000 from the ground. I really gotta watch. Ah, man.
Shields hit.
I am not doing so hot.
Target destroyed.
Noise. Let's get out, recover. Shield are recovered. Let's get our track IR on, or Toby IR, Toby on. That is probably an eclipse. And nice how that just disappears. Oh my god. Are they... What is happening? And they all just disappeared. As soon as the main guy's down, they all just disappear. Which is an old bug, in my opinion. Well, let's go. We're gonna tidy this up. We're gonna go park. We're at Hurston, right? There she be. I'm not doing terrible, but I'm not doing great for flying. Some more off-stream practice should hopefully tidy some things up. Gotta throw my ping on. Get comfortable where I moved my countermeasures to. That's killing me, literally. Honestly, all three patches were good. Yeah, like you said, but 3.17.2, yeah, it's kind of the cherry.
Bottom drive is now up.
Let's go land at Lorville. No? Let's go land at the station.
Bottom drive is now off. Bottom drive is now off.
Honestly, like there's just been so many upgrades. The station's getting all upgraded. Oh, it's huge. I think they're gonna make PO go out with a big bang. Big event. Wouldn't even doubt if it's related to like a Siege of Orison. Same idea. Wonder if it'll just be like a one-time event, totally not caused by players being there, just boom. Or like a video, special video news broadcast from CIG. Hey, this just in. EO is gone. Of course, it had to be a top loading hangar. Okay. This is like the worst hangar I feel like for me to land in right now.
Landing gear.
Okay, fine, fine. Where do you want me to land now? I took it away. Now it's gonna give it back. I called for ATC too many times. That's why that happened. Whoa. Look at that. I can hydrate and all that shenanigans. No one missile hit. Kingship PO nuke. I love the idea of that. It just like warps in, destroys it. UE fleet warps in, just misses it. Well, so I got 5 days of work here, so unless I get home really, really early, not likely that I'm gonna stream. At least for 5 days. And I gotta tune up the stream some more. Let's see if I can find someone to raid. Who is it gonna be? Thanks again, everyone, for watching tonight, and yeah. Creator dashboard. Let's see who's on. Red Lear's on. And we're rating Red Lear. Again, I almost looked over where the camera was. Thank you everyone for watching. And I appreciate your viewership and your questions. Your interactions are huge for me. So yeah, hopefully within 5 or 6 days we'll be back on for another stream, or if I get home early from work and have the energy, we'll do it again. Tune up the stream some more, move some pictures around in the background. Hope you guys had a good time, and yeah, here we go. We're gonna raid Red Lear. O7s, everybody. You have a fantastic night. Stay well, stay positive, and have fun in the verse and in life too. Take care. Bye-bye. And if you're still watching on YouTube, O7s over there, you have a fantastic night.